opportunity to attend a vision boarding session hosted by Shakiria Smith and her company, Simply Speak by Shakiria. It's kind of timely that she would have an event like this because recently, when I was doing some decluttering, I found my original vision board that I had created in late 2015 while I was living in Michigan. And it was kind of funny when I found my old vision board, looking at what my vision for my life was at that point in time versus what my vision for myself is at the current point in time. Some of my goals have remained the same, some of my goals have changed, and more importantly, I've actually achieved some of those goals. When I did my original vision board in 2015, I was at that point in time, I was in law school. I was gung ho about being a lawyer. However, after experiencing some trials and tribulations during my time in law school, I had to take a moment of self-reflection and take some time to do some reevaluation. And I realized that maybe being a lawyer isn't for what my orders, excuse me, being a lawyer might not be what my steps are ordered for me to become. And I had to take some time and reevaluate my goals. On the board, I also said that I want to buy a house. I'm trying to get myself together so I can put myself in a position where I can buy a house. But as far as the goals that I've achieved up there, at that point in time, I could not imagine myself being able to afford the type of car that I had up there. I had a G Class Mercedes Benz up there. And I'm like, it'll be 10 years before I can afford a Mercedes. At that point in time, I had $0 income because I was just living off of the good graces of what my parents would help me with financially, and I had no other income coming in. And also at that point in time, I was about 60 pounds overweight due to me allowing to let myself go due to some relationship drama that I was experiencing, stress from my relationship. At that point in time, I couldn't imagine myself losing 1 pound, let alone a significant amount of weight. So when I was looking at my old vision board, when I found it in a storage closet in my apartment, I kind of took a second. I kind of laughed. I'm like, wow, I'm thinking about how much my vision has changed, how much my goals have changed since that original board. In November, I was put in a position to be able to get the Mercedes Benz of my dream. Since late, well, mid 2016, I've taken a conscientious effort to lose the weight. I've lost about 40 pounds. I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm a lot closer to it than where I was a couple of years ago when I was wearing a size 14, 16, and was old and 70 pounds overweight. Some of my goals have not changed. One of the goals up there I had was I want to get married. I cannot predict the future, but I still would like to get married if that is what my life is preordained for me to have. However, as far as law school, I took some time to reflect, and I took the LSAT again a couple of months ago. And I made a 165 on the LSAT, which if anybody knows anything about the LSAT, that's a very good score. But I haven't heard anything from any law schools as far as mailers or anything like that. So I said, you know what? That's just God's way of telling me that law school isn't what he has for me, because even when I was doing the law school application process, it was more so out of I wanted to do something as opposed to me actually wanting to go to law school and be a lawyer. I knew that whatever I wanted to do in life, I wanted it to be something that was impactful, especially for young people, primarily young people of color. So as I was working on my vision board yesterday, I flipped through about 5 or 6 magazines looking for something that spoke on being a school administrator. And eventually my goal is I want to open a charter school for young men and young women of color. And when I finally found that picture, I put that up there. And as Shakiria was going around yesterday, she noticed on my board that I had another Mercedes-Benz truck up there. And I told her I love mine, but I'm always striving for better. Every time when I was working on my board yesterday and I found the word better in a magazine, I cut it out and I put it on my board. At this point in my life, I used to put a lot of thought, not into what I would think about myself if I did something or if I did not do something. Instead of me asking myself how I would feel about it or what I thought about it, I put a lot of focus on what other people would say about it, how other people felt about it, what other people would say about it, instead of saying, Ryan, this is what you want to do for yourself. Ryan, this is what you want to have for yourself. So at this point in my life, I'm at a point where I'm not worried about what anybody is going to say about what I choose to do or what I choose not to do. My only goal is to strive to be better at the things I want to be better at. I want to be a better mother. I want to be a better daughter. I want to be a better teacher. I want to be a better friend. I want to be a better professional. In my side hobby such as this, I want to be the best inspirational speaker or life coach that I can be. At the end of the month, I'll be 27 years old. All I want to know is when I look 27 years in the future and I'm 54 years old and my children are grown, or at the very least my child is grown, I want to make sure that I have elevated myself from this position that I am now. Every year is about getting better. Life is always a constant push for self-improvement. You never want to look back a year from now and say, I should have did this. I should have did that. I should have done it like this versus doing it like that. We have to always be in a mode of self-reflection and a mode for self-improvement. A lot of times in life, our goals change. Our vision changes. It's the same way, like, if I'm recording. It took me like 20 minutes to get set up today because I'm doing a new setup. I was like, I don't like this. I could have done it like this. I'll probably look at this video and say, oh, I could have done it a little bit better. But it's okay for our vision to change, but our mindset towards our betterment should not change. My goals have changed a lot versus 5 years from now. I was on my Twitter feed yesterday just going through some stuff, and I was looking at some tweets that I sent out like 2012, 2013 when I was still in college. And I looked at what my mindset was then and what my goals were then. They were totally different than what they are now. So I just said all of this to say this. It's okay for your visions to change, but you also need to have a mindset. I don't care what your goal is for the day. Your mindset should always be, is this bettering me? Is this going to be first for the betterment of myself, but what about the people around me? Am I living in a way that inspires others around me to do their best? Am I working in a manner that helps myself as well as others? Am I really working towards my self-improvement? Am I taking time to be self-reflective? Am I taking time for self-care? Am I doing what it takes for me to improve myself so today's me can be better than yesterday's me, and tomorrow's me is better than today's me? So at the end of the day, always have a vision, always have something to strive for, and also strive for more. Because as soon as we sit back and say, well, I done this, I don't need to do anything else. Well, I accomplished this, I don't need to do anything else. As Shakiria said yesterday, the only time you should stop learning is when you are taking that 6 feet under dirt nap. Every day is an opportunity to learn something new, to do something new, to experience something new, to find something new. Every day I find something else to learn about, something else that I could do to hone my craft, be it as an educator, be it as a writer, be it as a blogger. And a big way of finding ways to better ourselves is by surrounding ourselves with people who want to see us better. It made my heart smile yesterday to see so many African American women, all with goals and aspirations. And none of us there are perfect. We all make mistakes. We're still making them. But our goal is our betterment for the betterment of the people around us by putting ourselves in a position where we can do so. So in 2018, I just want people to have a vision and strive earnestly every day to achieve their vision. Have a good week. Bye.